Hijacked. Yo, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? How are y'all doing today? I hope you're all doing good in the YouTube world. Just sitting here watching Black Ops 2. It's a good old game, isn't it? It's made me rage today. God damn this game. I'm bringing you a B23R only. Only use me B23R. It's a pretty cool gameplay. 44 and 14. It's pretty fun, you know. And this is a pretty intense game on hardpoint. It was a really close. Like, I think they were destroying us, and like somehow like we just brought it back and came back for the win. I think we won by like 5 or like 7 points. So I hope you guys enjoy the gameplay in the background. And let me tell you a little bit about it. What's going on exactly? Well, it's a B23R class, obviously. I messed up on the loadout because I was supposed to have fast mags and I didn't run fast mags, so I ended up failing there. So what I have on is perk 1. It's flak jacket and ghost, but it should be lightweight. I'm thinking about switching out the ghost for lightweight because I don't know. I just think if I'm faster, enemies can't shoot me. At least that's what I like to tell myself inside my mind. And scavenger, because scavenger is a must when you're running this gun. And yeah, you definitely need fast mags for the B23. Either that or extended clip. It's really your choice, but I think I'd rather have the fast mag. And tac mask and dexterity for my perk 3s, because I want to be unstoppable like a juggernaut with this freaking gun, and then I want to just be able to climb shit like I'm freaking Spider-Man. So that's my reason for that. C4, so I can get those long range kills when I find myself in a tight jam, and concussion grenades to slow down my opposing foes. So yep, that's a little bit about that. The stealth, orbital VSAT, escort drone. It's the score streak loadout. It's a pretty cool loadout. You guys should definitely try it. If the team is anti-air though, it can be very frustrating and upsetting. So today's topic, let's get into the topic here. Since some of you guys think I don't like PS3, Marty, not saying any names, but you know, I just think that I'd give you guys a little insight as to why I play the Xbox version versus the PS3 version. So I'm going to talk about COD on the PS3 versus COD on Xbox 360 today. So let's jump right in. Let's start with PS3. Okay. Now, this is all going to make sense to you when I tell you the flaws on the PS3, and then when I go to the middle section to explain to you why those flaws are there. So PS3, I own both systems. I've played on PS3. I'm like Prestige 2 on PS3, and you know, of course, I'm Prestige 10 on Xbox. Obviously, I played Xbox more. Now, I was never a big Xbox fan. Let's get that straight out the door, okay? I did not like the system. I resented it. You know, I was all PlayStation all the way gun ho, you know. And I had a couple friends that told me that COD was much better on the Xbox. Now, I was a bit hesitant to believe them, because, you know, I believe the PS3 is like the best thing of all time, and, you know, so on and so forth, as is the steady mind of a devoted person to that one gaming console. But, you know, when the PSN went down, if you guys all remember that was when I actually ventured out, purchased my own Xbox 360. And I had to, because, you know, I was so sucked into Black Ops 1, and I was like, dude, I don't know how much longer thing's going to be off. I can't take it no more. I'm going to go buy a freaking Xbox. So I went out, bought the box, came back, you know. The controller, I was never fond of the controller. I was like, dude, this thing is just, I don't know about this thing. And, you know, it was a little rough at first, you know. I'm going to tell you guys the truth. It was a little rough at first making that transition. But all in all, it was definitely worth it. Let me tell you about what I've experienced. First, let me tell you about Modern Warfare 3 on the PS3. And this is stupid. I should have destroyed him. But Modern Warfare 3 on the PS3. Let's take a step back. That game ran like shit on the PS3. There's no ifs, ands, buts, maybes, or anything about it. It ran like crap. It was jumpy. It was frame skipping. It was so inconsistent. And I'm sure... I hardly ever played it, but I mean, I'm pretty sure connections weren't that great. It was bad. It was bad. But from the little bit I've played it, no, it was just complete garbage. Now let's go fast forward here. Let's go to Black Ops 2. All right. Oh, that would have been nice. That would have been like a quad C4. But there probably was a faggot with a flak jacket on just to ruin it. Let's go. Black Ops 2 here on the PS3. Now I'm not trying to talk crap on the PS3. I still love the PS3. I adore the system. I'll never ever play a mainstream game on Xbox. I specifically use my Xbox for COD and Xbox exclusives such as Forza because I'm a big car guy. For those of you who don't know. And I enjoy me some cars and some racing games. And Forza Horizon is an absolute great game. For those of you who do have an Xbox, you should probably pick it up. But that is my reasoning for having the Xbox. Okay. Now PS3, okay, it's jumpy at times, and the frame rate is not consistent. It seems like when you're running along, the PS3 is like, hey, you know what? I'm just gonna skip this section of you running, and we're gonna jump to you getting in a gunfight with this guy. Now you fired off 5 bullets. I don't think I want to read the rest of those next 5 bullets that are coming out, so we're gonna skip that, and then you're dead. That's been my experience with it lately, and it's just frustrating, and that sucks. It's not as smooth. The textures, the graphics are blurry. It's just not great, and I'm really not trying to talk bad on the system because it's not the system's fault. Because this is why all these flaws exist in the PS3. I'm going to tell you guys. Because for those of you who don't know, COD is originally made for the Xbox 360. It's created, it's built, the engine, everything's built for the Xbox 360. It's not even created for PC. It's ported to PC and ported to PS3. And it's not the PS3's fault that the game runs so choppy. It's the devs' fault for not taking time to make a better port. If they took maybe an extra month or so, or not, a couple weeks, whatever they could do, they could port it better. If you notice how much more vibrant it is on the Xbox, the colors, just the lighting, the smoothness of it, the game runs real smooth. There's no jumpiness unless you're experiencing terrible lag from a freaking host that lives on the moon. That's the only time it's bad. And the problems that Black Ops 2 has naturally. But other than that, there's not a whole lot that there is to complain about. And it's really unfortunate for PS3 owners that has to be that way. And I didn't believe it until I actually got my own Xbox and I experienced things. So I have a first-hand account, and like I said, I'm not trying to talk bad about it or anything, but that is the main reason, and that is the main differences between the two. The richness, the fluidness, the better connections too overall, I wholeheartedly believe, because we pay for the service on Xbox, and they deserve to have the servers just a little bit better, if not at least a little bit more up to date. The protection's overall better, obviously, we all know that. Thanks to Anonymous for proving that on the PSN's fault. But hopefully that gets them in gear and makes them do more things. Now, there is cons for the Xbox though. The controller's not so great. A lot of people don't like that big old bulky controller. Then they get used to the PlayStation, people that do decide to jump over to the Xbox. And, the controller, I hated it in the beginning, and I like it now. The amount of hours I spend on the Xbox, you get used to it, and it just begins to feel okay to you. So, I don't hate the system anymore. I like the Xbox. I also think that Netflix and Hulu are a little bit better on here than they are on PS3. I think they could do a little bit of a better job. But, that's my opinion. Maybe other people have different opinions. You can feel free to voice those. You can feel free to voice any of your opinions in the comment section below. Feel free to start a console wars between one another. I'll just sit back and watch. Because I am not trying to start a console war. I'm just trying to tell you what things that I have experienced from first-hand accounts, and that's pretty much it. But, those are the cons for Xbox. That's all I have to say is that. And then plus the $60 a year sucks. But, it's $60 a year, and that's not a whole lot of money. If you don't have $60 a year, then that's pretty bad. But, unless you're a young kid. And, the pros on PS3 obviously is the free to play. You get the game, and there you go. You're playing online. And the controller. The aiming sticks are definitely made better on the PlayStation. I think the flat stick is better for moving on the Xbox, but definitely the domed is better for aiming. And you can get a scuff controller and fix that problem right up though for your Xbox. Well, all in all, I think that's pretty much what I have to say. If you guys have any other input on it, any other experiences or any other thing you want to add to it, go ahead and do that right in the comment section below. All in all, I'm just trying to say if you're a hardcore dedicated Call of Duty person, then you probably want to get an Xbox if you only have a PS3. Unless you absolutely don't mind playing on the PS3, then that's fine too. I'm not, I'm not telling you to go buy the system. I'm just telling you the differences between, and sometimes it gets frustrating because I know the PS3 people notice this stuff, and it's unfortunate. But again, it's not the PlayStation 3's fault. So, pretty much it, guys. Here's the final kill cam with this guy. Going pistol only too. What a boss. My final score was 44-14, I believe. Yes, it was. It was a pretty intense game. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And that's it for me. You guys have a good one. Peace.